In October 2014, a Canadian company named DreamQii Robotics released a video of PlexiDrone. It was a quadcopter that offered auto-follow, obstacle detection, and retractable landing legs that allowed a complete 360-degree view. But it also had another feature that made it look straight out of the future. In order to make a drone that is less cumbersome to carry, the team noticed that the arms were the components that took up significant space of any quadcopter. So in the pursuit of keeping the drone compact, they embraced a detachable design that lets each of the four arms be removed when not in the air. Another advantage of the detachable design is the possibility of upgrading the arms to a dual motor configuration to lift heavier loads and improve stability. And it was this innovative design decision that helped PlexiDrone to be picked up by major news networks. And the media seemed to agree that PlexiDrone was paving the way for the first professional drone with high portability. Now, to make the idea come to fruition, DreamQii launched a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo in November 2014. Remember, just a month after the introduction. In the crowdfunding campaign, for some $700, backers were promised to get their own PlexiDrone, while some even paid upward of $1,500 to get extra accessories, batteries, and a hard-shell case to carry the drone easily. Then, in just a week, they achieved their crowdfunding goal, and by the end of December, they managed to raise more than $2 million. It was a massive victory, even remarked as the most successful Canadian crowdfunding project in history. The company promised to start manufacturing very soon and deliver its products to backers by May 2015, roughly 6 months after the announcement. Needless to say, that's a pretty ambitious target. But to show good faith, the company regularly posted an update about the development of PlexiDrone. They have channels like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, email, and their own website, so patrons will always have a way to see how the product is progressing. So all in all, at this point it seems that PlexiDrone is in good hands, and there is no doubt that the team behind it is working very hard to make it happen. Now, everything seemed normal at first, until many customers felt this regular update was becoming a little bit concerning. Being a new startup with no prior manufacturing experience proved to be a challenge. In one of these updates, DreamQii announced that they couldn't deliver the drone by March 2015. They postponed the shipping schedule to April before being delayed again to September that year. Now, this wasn't that big of a deal and honestly was somewhat expected to happen for a crowdfunding project like this. Of course, the patrons were disappointed, but just a few more months of waiting shouldn't really be a problem for many backers. But then, DreamQii announced another delay to December 2016, then again in May 2017, before eventually settling down in May 2018, more than 3 years overdue. So at this time, obviously a lot of backers are furious and demanding their money back. Someone even launched a petition, and thankfully he got his money back along with several other backers too. Now, to the company's credit, more than $250,000 has already been refunded since the campaign is concluded. But judging by the comment, the vast majority of backers are not getting their money back and probably never will, as the capital was already spent through the product development. Despite the consistent appearance of the drone in various DreamQii videos, it's hard to tell if anyone has actually received the drone. 2 backers did share their unboxing experience on YouTube. Though they were pretty satisfied and praised the build quality, what they actually received was a pair of arms, not the drone in its entirety. DreamQii, being a new company, is overly ambitious with its products and timeline. They promised to receive an FCC certification on February 2015 and get the product tested, manufactured, and shipped by the next month. Now, just to give you an idea, tooling, the process of acquiring machines for manufacturing, can take at least 2 months for a simple electronic product. So clearly, DreamQii is not appreciating the difficulty of manufacturing and distribution. Indiegogo encourages a company to have a working prototype to ensure that the product exists and is not vaporware. While DreamQii does have the prototype ready, manufacturing thousands of products is a completely different game. Remember the Lily camera drone? It attracted almost $50 million, but they too were unable to establish production for their first drone. All this demonstrates that igniting a manufacturing line is not an easy endeavor, and money alone won't make the process any easier. And of course, in the span of PlexiDrone's development, the world is caught up. The detachable arms that made it so famous proved to be complex and introduces more weight to the unmanned aircraft, which reduces the flight time considerably. So needless to say, the industry is not enthusiastic about that concept. Instead, nowadays the foldable arms design in the likes of DJI Mavic is favored by consumers, and it has become a golden example for other brands to follow too. Some features that PlexiDrone advertised to be a generation ahead are now standard practice. Auto-follow and obstacle detection are no longer novel, and honestly, even a hobby drone that offers more features is listed at a fraction of the price, and it'll actually arrive at your doorstep. For more than 8,000 backers who believed in PlexiDrone and lost their money, this was undoubtedly a tragedy. However, it is worth mentioning that Indiegogo, Kickstarter, and other crowdfunding services treat backers as a donor who's interested in the idea and believes in the company to make the idea reality. After all, backers are closer to an investor than a customer. In the case of PlexiDrone, their development looked promising altogether, but in the end, they struggled to deliver. And just like that, another cautionary tale for a crowdfunding project was born. Also, it's a reminder to anyone that a company's dream, no matter how exciting and enticing, is often not worth pre-ordering. So that's the story of PlexiDrone for now. If you ever ordered PlexiDrone or any other crowdfunding project, feel free to share your experience in the comments section down below. Now, before we finish, I gotta give a shout out to Scott Simi from Drone DJ for providing comprehensive details about the PlexiDrone. So if you want to read more about the story, check out the link down in the video description. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, and as always, thank you so much for watching.